and I know what I do for the people around me. And as I've said many, many times before, basketball is not a game of who can have 20. Now, that's what people think it is because we have so many elite scorers nowadays. Basketball is a game of discipline, showing your character, showing how you can go out there and make other people better while also
Welcome to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. And you guys know my co-host, the Bay to LA. How you doing today, my brother?
Man, hey, listen, I'm feeling great, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm energized, brother.
I'm feeling good too, man.
Yeah.
Feeling real good. Man, before we get started, man, the shout outs you want to give out to anybody?
Man, shout outs. Listen, everybody who continues to support this platform,
Yes, sir.
man, putting these extraordinary talents out there, give them a platform so they can be seen, man. We just going to keep coming with these hits,
Yes,
man.
sir.
These
Hit maker, huh?
banging interviews.
Yes, sir, man. Hit after hit after hit, man. But like we always do on Courtside, man, we like to bring on coaches, former athletes, current athlete, and today it's no different. Our special guest is he don't need no introduction, but I'm gonna give him one anyway, all right? He led his team to a 29-3 record. He was selected to Louisiana High School Basketball Coaches Association All-Star Game. He was the 2026 Fastbreak All-Star Dunk Contest winner. Courtside, help us welcome to the show, Louisiana Lafayette signee, Mr. Tyshawn Duncan. How you doing today, my brother?
Oh, man, I'm blessed to be here.
Yes, sir, man. Glad to have you, man. Before we get started, any shout-outs you want to give out to anybody?
Just all glory to God, for him letting me be in this position to even make it back to this point. And
yes.
The accolades that I've gained since the last time we talked, just thankful for that.
Yes, sir, man. Like you saying, the accolades you got, man. The last time you was on the show, man, you was very confident about this season. You was happy about going to UL, man. And you said this year was going to be a magical year for you and your team at Ash, man. And it was, man. You led your guys to a 29-3 record, one of the highest winning percentages in school history, man. You guys showed a lot of grit, a lot of toughness, man. So let's start there. What was so magical and special about this team this year?
Man, I really just think it's the group of guys. It's their mentality. Like all of those guys have been put in a position where they've been doubted, where they've been overlooked, where they've been seen as anything less but that guy. And going into this year, we all told each other and ourselves that we were all that guy. And people confuse us, like, yeah, we lost. We lost in the fourth round, but we still all know we that guy because the people who even didn't play that good, sometimes you don't show up.
Yes.
But, at the end of the day, Jarvell had 4 in the final game. He averaged 20 the entire season.
Yeah.
Finished, mind you, Jarvell went into the season with 590-something points, finished with 1,270-something.
That's a big jump, yeah.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Trey went into the season as an overlooked point guard.
Yes,
People thinking all he can do is go right. He became one of the best point guards in the state. Corey even went into the beginning of the season, even halfway through the season, as being overlooked. Corey took over in that last game. It was the only reason we had a chance. Marcus becoming a key player.
Man, you're right.
And people overlook Marcus every day and don't understand what he brings to the table.
Yes,
he doesn't have to be flashy and have 20. He doesn't have to be the best shooter. But Marcus goes down there, he gets a steal, then he go gets a dunk, then he go shoots 3 threes, knocks them all down.
Yes.
Marcus does so much for the team. And even the guys that come off the bench with all that energy and just ready to win, we're all those guys.
Yeah, man, and I like how you broke that down, man. You're right, man. Your starting five, man, your core was very strong, man. And I was looking at you guys' stats, man. 4 out of 5 average double digits throughout the whole season, man. And that's remarkable coming from like I said, a well-oiled team who can get out there and share and distribute the ball the way you guys did to where 4 of your players can average in double digits, man. So kudos to you guys for getting out there and getting it done, man. Like I said, it was a great ride, man. So I want to ask you, man, I know last year was a good for you as well, man. But let's talk about, I guess, the hype that was around you and the team going into this year. And how did you guys sustain and handle all that hype that was coming into you this year for you guys?
At first, I will say, especially for me, it was a little hard. I was very excited. Like with this chip on my shoulder, people doubted me, going into the season from the summer.
Yeah.
It was a whole lot of people doubting me, a whole lot of people who I thought was there for me, who I thought was riding, who just fell off. But my God told me, who was for you will be for you.
Yes,
you
sir.
won't have to push for that. Who gonna be in your circle? They gonna be in your corner. They ain't never gonna leave you. They ain't gonna never leave you hanging. They ain't gonna never leave you stranded. So I just went in there with the guys who wanted to go. I went in there with the people who said they was riding with me from day one. People who've been looking at me, who was waiting off so they could make sure they knew what this was.
This was, yeah.
And to me, all that hype, I ain't never let them people down.
Man, you right, man.
I never showed them people that they didn't bet they last on me for a reason.
Yes, man, yeah.
I'm a double.
Man, you definitely did that, man. You definitely did that.
You know, I just want to give you a little advice, man. I want you to take it with you, man. Rule number 1, right? Never quit on yourself. Never give up on yourself, right? Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. Right? Listen,
Yes,
I done did everything in life but quit on me. If you keep that mentality, you're going to be good to go. I want to speak a little about the beginning of the season. The hype that was surrounding not only just your team, but Sinla. I feel like what you guys did last year coming into this year, you guys played a major part in that. I'm talking about from the beginning of the season, you know, and I think everyone else fed off of that. And if we be honest, you know, being honest, you know, you guys were the target. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with being a target, you were also motivating others to try to achieve what they saw you guys as being that pinnacle. You know, so how do you feel about being that number 1 guy, you know, in Louisiana, and knowing that people they're actually they're not just gunning for you, but they're also trying to emulate what you're bringing to your team?
Man, I feel amazing about it. Quite frankly, like it never leaves my mind, any aspect of my day, anywhere that I walk, anything that comes out of my mouth, it always has a thought in my mind that I'm him. I'm the man who everybody's gonna look to. Whether things go right or things go wrong, the first thought is always gonna be my name. Oh, what did Tyshawn do? If Tyshawn didn't do this, then if I feel like he should have had 20 and he didn't have 20, well, then he sold, and that's fine. I could have sold in your mind, but I know my game, and I know what I do for the people around me. And as I've said many times before, you know, basketball is not a game of who can have 20. Now, that's what people think it is because we have so many elite scorers nowadays. Basketball is a game of discipline, showing your character, showing how you can go out there and make other people better while also breaking down somebody else's defensive plan. And that's what people don't look at. Like, you have to be able to be smart during this game. Like, there's so many quick on the game thoughts that you would never think that some of these players have. And it's just outrageous. So, I mean, I just love it. I love the position that I'm put in. I never asked God to make it anything less. And that's what my parents always told me. They said, if the spotlight ain't built for you, then gracefully bow out. And I said, it'll never be too big. It'll never be too big. Because I don't step my feet in these shoes and I make them my size.
Yeah, come on.
I like that. I like that, man. And like I say, and you say you took on that role, you took on that responsibility, and it showed, man. I know when we came to the Peabody game, we came to the playoffs game, we seen you guys and playing the Coach Smith Classic. We saw you being that leader out there on the floor, whether it was on the offensive end, whether it was on the defensive end, whether it was getting the crowd involved into the game, whether it was getting your teammates riled up before the game, man. You was that guy that when y'all played, teams looked to stop first. Like I said, but then again, you guys had JaVale, you guys had Marcus, you know what I'm saying? You guys had Wright, you guys had all those guys out there to score the basketball. So let me ask you this, man. By you taking on that role as far as being the man, all right, how did that affect your team and their willingness to play freely and look to you to be that leader?
I feel like it opened up a lot more things for my team. Mainly because I know that I'm the first guy that every team is going to take out. No matter Jarvell scores 20, no matter if Corey has 20 the game before, no matter who goes on a hot streak, I know everybody knows my name. So their coach's first instinct is, don't leave this kid.
Yeah.
If you leave him, he could have had 0 the past 5 games. If you leave him, if you don't put all your effort into guarding him right now, he's going to give you 30.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that because I went on the UIBL circuit and did it.
Yeah.
We beat AZ Unity and I hit the buzzer beater game-winning 3 from half court. Just sitting there. Like, I can do these things, but I don't have to because I know what I have surrounding me. Like, I can post up, and if you really go watch film, break down film, Jarvell goes quick off the move. My coach tells me to go quick, but I know what I'm about to do. Catch the ball at the corner of my eye every time. I see Marcus' man start to slowly creep down. Throwing it right there because I know 9 times out of 10 Marcus is going to hit that shot.
Yeah, he's going to knock it down.
He's always going to knock it down. So I got faith in my position. I got faith in the place that I can read the game at a level that not anybody else can read.
I like that.
I see things that other people don't see.
That unselfish play. I like that.
You know, speaking about things that you're seeing on the court, I want to talk about the game that you guys played, the Tioga Ash game, right? Okay. That one was a barn burner. Shout out to my man, Jay Reed. You ain't no cop, right? My man Curvin. Listen, as far as like the talent and the athletes that was out there, man, your peers, moving forward, man. Can you tell me a little bit about that game? Because, man, that was a nail biter.
Yeah, it was.
Man, it was a really good game. And that game had a lot of injury, a lot of fatigue. A lot of people really striving to be great. And the atmosphere of that game is something unmatched. Like, there's only two types of games you get that atmosphere for. Either two hometown teams going at it to try and go to the next spot.
Okay.
Or a rivalry game. And that was almost both.
Right.
In one gym with everything on the line. Nothing else to give. Seniors go home. People get ready for next year. We got people injured. We got people sick. It's the end of the year. Everybody's body's tired. So, in my mind, I'm just thinking, like, I know my team.
Right.
And I know once we get on the big floor, they're going to have my back. But right now, like, once we got at a halftime, I was like, I got to turn up. I got to turn up. So I ain't gonna lie. I forget. I don't remember exactly what play it was, but I just remember Jeremiah came down. He turned around, tried to throw the ball to, I think it was either Curvin or Wesley. He tried to throw the ball to one of them. I grabbed it, picked it up. He completely missed. I grabbed it, took 3 dribbles, Euro stepped off my right foot, jumped off my right foot, swung the ball from my left shoulder to my right shoulder, and dunked it so hard, I had nothing else to say. And past that moment, I knew I was going to win us the game. Right. Because I was going to be the most efficient player on the court that game. I knew that was the game. Like I said, like if I need to go out there and get a double-double, if I need to go out there and go have 20, 15, whatever it may be, whatever the number may be, I'm going to go get that.
Yeah.
Coach told me I didn't have to get that much. Coach told me I need to go dominate the glass, though. He said I need to go get 7, 8 rebounds. He said I need to go get 15 points or whatever. He told me I need to go get 3, 4 more blocks. So I went out and did that. And that's how we won that game, by the grace of God.
You know that dunk that you're talking about. Ooh. Listen, shout out Beta LA 97, right? TikTok. I got that dunk. I got that dunk.
You talking about
the one that he's talking about? I have that one too. So check this out. When we start talking about plays that you've made throughout the year, what I want to know, as far as being a big man, your size, moving the way that you move out there, it's not many folks who have the size and who have the shiftiness that you have for a big man that your size. Is there anyone that you faced this year where you said to yourself, this could be either my peer or my competitor moving forward, going to the collegiate level that you're looking forward to seeing?
I want to give a huge shout out to Ahmad Hudson.
I
feel like he can be one of those guys.
That's what I was thinking.
I wouldn't say in the category of shiftiness, but that guy's a dog. I tell you, and I love that kid. I've been playing with him since I was 15 years old. He's always been playing up. He's always been a great athlete, a great kid. He really surrounds himself with the right people, and his mom has done a great job raising him and putting him in that position, also with the help of his father. Who actually just won a state championship this year at Lake Prep. So, that guy's surrounded by nothing but winners and people who want him to do well. So, I feel like at the next level, I'm definitely looking forward to playing him once or twice. I ain't gonna leak where I think he's gonna go, but
we all know.
Got exclusive.
Yeah, we all know. Well, he did. So he done narrowed it down between Nebraska and LSU.
So we kind of got an idea.
Yeah.
But shout out to that guy. But other than that, I would say there was only the only other person who I've played with this year that I feel like can definitely go make an impact is Armani Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Avoyelles Charter, went to Avoyelles Charter and won 2 state champions over there. Then went to Marksville for his final season with his dad. His dad became the coach. Shout out to Coach Oki. And bro, they went over there and turned up. Got that school exactly what that school deserved.
Yes, sir.
And they knew exactly what they needed to do in order to go get that ring, and they went and did that. So he's a dog. I feel like Armani is definitely going to make a big impact on the game.
Right. I got another question for you. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you. How do you feel knowing that moving forward, when they start talking about the talent level that Sinla has this year, like you guys are going to rival some of the other, years that we've had, when Peabody was dominating. I mean, I can't really think of a time where we've had so many schools and so many top tier athletes, at this level moving forward, and like you in that class. And we go, I mean, hey, listen, if we just keep it all the way real and you top of the class.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. Like, especially since this has never really, I won't say meant too much to me, but everybody's always told me about, Peabody and Ash, Pineville and Ash. And all those games are always really big, and I never understood why those games are so much bigger. But that's just because this is not, like, I'm from New York.
Yeah.
I'm not from Louisiana.
Yeah, so you didn't grow up in the culture here. Yeah,
Nope,
it
don't hit me the same.
Right.
So when I go out there and I hoop, it feels like I'm just going to kill you. Why? Because that's how people from New York is. And most people be like, oh my God, Tyshawn, you're so aggressive. You're so loud. Nah, that's just, that's how we
just
hoop.
the culture of basketball.
That's the culture.
Yeah.
Word,
that's
word.
how we play.
Word to your mother.
Word up, son.
Word. But man, just knowing that I can come in here and, like you said, be on top of the class while also not even being from here, take over a city that's not even mine, and also just build some of these guys up. Like, I try to keep it as G as possible. And to be honest, you feel me? Like, this place got some dogs. This is underrated hoops. Yeah. When I go back home and I play with some of the people I know, like, I know a few people from all over. You feel me? Up north, like I know Leak. I know. Who else I know? Caleb Wilson. I talked to AJ. I talked to Tyron. I talked to Elijah Williams. Like, I know a whole bunch of big guys, some big hoopers. And they be like, yo, bro, like, they out there frying. Like, they hooping for real. Bro, this is underrated. And I feel like that's going to be a good thing. Like, I want to put this city on the map, like, which is why I ain't gonna disclose too much. But when y'all asked me to come, I really wanted to come because I'm going to make a shout out real quick.
Go ahead, man.
I don't know if y'all mind.
Go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing. You on court side.
I am finna start a little camp.
Yeah.
A little camp to get some college coaches to come watch some of these kids, because some of these kids don't get the exposure that they need, especially from the smaller schools like Fastbreak, and they do as much as they can. But I know, like, coming from a place of, just starting playing my freshman year to now being a senior, number 1 4-star, you feel me? Yeah. I feel like a lot of these kids deserve a lot more props than they get. They don't get their flowers.
Man, you just make sure courtside in the building. When
come on.
Man. Hey, man, we in there.
Watch. Y'all can record. I'm going to have John Shire sitting courtside right next to y'all.
We right there, man. We right there, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you for doing that and looking out for the talent, man, because we've talked this whole year about this year has probably been one of the most exciting years when we talk about basketball in Central Louisiana across the board, from the girls to the boys, for the deep playoff run teams here were able to make, and it only gonna get better, man. And I think this year was great. I think we played a part in that. Fastbreak played a part in that. You guys played a huge part in that as far as going out and performing on a high level when you guys played against each other and when you guys went on the road and played other teams. That's from you, Peabody, Tioga, Pineville, Marksville. All these schools was able to get out here and shine, man. But let's transition to Fastbreak. And this past weekend, you participated in their slam dunk contest, man. Yes. The internet was kind of going crazy, man. I seen some of your highlights, man. I seen you jumped over 2 people, man. Come on, man. It looked like an all-star NBA dunk contest, man. Damn. What was your preparation going into this game? And, man, where did them hops come from, man? To be 6'9" and a half, you know what I'm saying? You don't find a lot of tall people who are able to have that much athleticism and jump the way you jump, like you're 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah. Exactly.
So let's talk about that dunk contest and go off into them hops.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Preparation for the dunk contest, if I'm being 100% honest with you, I was sitting down. Like, everybody else was over there doing trick dunks. Everybody else was over there practicing off the backboard, off the wall, windmills, 360s, East Bays. And I was sitting down. I was sitting down next to the bench.
Conserving that energy.
No, not even conserving. I was really just sitting there waiting for the clock to go off. And then once the clock went off, I stood up. I stood by everybody. They called 2 people before me. One person tried to do the dunk that I was thinking about doing first, but he didn't make it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go out there and do it. I grabbed the ball. I cuffed it in my hand. I hopped twice. Took 1 dribble, 2 dribble, 360 windmill. Punched it. First dunk. I got snubbed. That should have been a 50. I wasn't even. They gave me a 49. And one person wanted to give me a 9.
Give you a 9.
So, it's all right. But, at the same time, it's like, nah, there really wasn't any preparation for that. Like I say, my mindset every time I go into a game or any situation where I need to compete is just kill. Like, and I don't know, that's really me. Like, I do that in everything. I feel like I'm sometimes a little too competitive. Or sometimes
that's good. That's good.
Man, I just love to compete. I love to be in a position where I can go make sure somebody knows, like, yo, like, you can't mess with me. I'm there for a reason. Like, that name is not where it is for a reason. God didn't give me this platform called basketball for no reason.
I got you, man. I like that, man.
And then them hops, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Coach Brasher. Shout out Coach Bailey. Shout out Coach Dan especially. Man, all them days on them bleachers on that track. Like, people don't think it works, but it just takes a lot. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication. Because if I'm being honest, I was 6'3" and did not know how to dunk. Freshman year, I could not dunk the ball. If you go back and watch film from my freshman year game against Peabody, I missed 5 dunks. I missed 5 dunks. Man, I could not do it. But
the way looking on, like you've been dunking your whole life, man. Especially even at the playoffs game when y'all played Tiger and they blew the whistle and you pulled up from the free throw line pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And that video went viral on social media, man. And so just the level of you able to kind of play above the rim, man, and you make it look effortless, man. So again, man, I know that's going to translate over onto the next level, but let's get off into that, man. I know high school is over with. You know what I'm saying? That's done. What you've done at a high school level has been amazing for this era and for yourself. But let's talk about the preparation going off into college, man. Let's get into what did that preparation look like? Because from looking at you, like you lost some weight, you got a little taller, man. You put some muscles on. So let's talk about that preparation. What does that look like for you right now, getting ready for next season?
Shoot, once again, shout out to Coach Dan. Because he going off to a different arena of life, a different aspect that God's calling him into. So he trying to make sure he sent me off the right way. He don't want me to be able to say that I was not prepared. So the first week and a half, it started off what they call in college Hell Week. Straight track work, bleacher work. We're getting into the duck walks. We're getting into, and then after that, we going straight to the weight room, and we finna pump that iron. Because at the end of the day, it's I've always been more of a stocky kid, bigger bone. So and even before I started playing basketball, I was kind of on the chubby side. So I've always been able to put on weight a little bit well, but it was never the right weight because I wasn't always doing the right things. So now that I'm in this position where I know there's I can't let myself fail.
Gotcha.
I'm working a little bit harder than I ever really have. So I feel like it's just paying off. All the hard work is really paying off. Seeing myself slim down, and then also as I'm slimming down, pack muscle onto the slimmer body, and doing it all natural too. Like everybody was telling me like you might want to try and take creatine to try and build a little muscle, or I ain't even been taking it.
Nah, you good,
I just been straight raw dogging it. Getting that gym, getting that weight room until your arms feel like they can't go up no more.
Gotcha, man.
We don't even got no limit on reps. It's literally go
to failure, huh?
You cannot go.
Yeah, he sound like a young us in the military, huh?
Long time ago.
Man.
I like, even hearing you talk about your workout routine, and the intensity, like in your talking. You kind of remind me of KG a little bit.
I know, man. The big ticket. Yeah.
How intense he is out there, because I witnessed that, at the Coach Smith Classic. I came out, I dapped you up and whatnot, but you was locked in, and that's good that you have that type of mentality. Moving forward, at the collegiate level, now you're going to be not a semi-pro. You're going to be a professional player at this level. Can you tell me about the opportunity and the preparation that got you here, and how you're going to feel just being on that stage? Because man, this is a fantastic position to be in.
Amen. Preparation wise and opportunity wise, like this is all a kid ever dreams for. And I'm just blessed to say that I never really had that dream until I started freshman year. But I ain't gonna lie, like the fact that God has shown me that this is how easy it is to obtain my goals and dreams, like I would say the biggest preparation I have is in my prayer, in my word. Like I feel like when I don't have that, my whole world comes crashing down. And not just even in basketball, like even in my family at home, like I still struggle. Like I got normal kid problems, with my little lady friend, with my life. I'm still a kid at the end of the day. I'm still a kid trying to become a man. But the biggest preparation I had to take was taking steps into God. Actually, I just got rebaptized on Sunday.
I saw that.
To make my commitment on the outward side of just knowing that Christ is my Savior and that He has brought me to where I am. The Bible says, "Be still and know that I am God," because that's who He is.
Yes, sir.
Without Him being that name, without Him having that presence that He has, man, that's all I needed. Once I heard that He is God, once I learned that the stripes, the 1,000 stripes that He took, and people think it's just a normal whip, like how they used to, excuse my French, but do slaves, But nah, there was rocks tied to that dug in His skin,
right,
and peeled it back 1,000 times. And then there's 4 or 5 of those on each whip. So that's maybe 5,000 licks in all reality, plus the crown that He wore, digging into His brain, and just the fact that He had nothing. But He says, "Father, don't hurt these people, for they know not what they do." No matter what people say to you or what they have against you, they don't know. So I just ask them, when people come in here talking crazy or people come in there with a different mindset than just, basketball in their mind in that game,
Right.
I just say, Father, they know not what they speak. Because they must not know. They must not know. This talent wasn't
Right.
yeah. He gave me this. This was something he told me to go kill you. He told me to go give you that work right now. He put me in this position to go give you that work right now.
So you saying, thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord, huh?
That I got to go on and give you 30 now.
I mean,
Thou shalt dunk on you today.
Thou shalt feel my wrath.
I like to hear, these talking points. I think oftentimes, kids don't know, like, it makes a difference, like when you pray. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't really talk about what I believe in often, but one thing that I do know how to do is I do know how to pray in times of trouble and when it's just overabundance. You know what I'm saying? To kind of keep you grounded. Because we all do. We can kind of get lifted up out here. And while we out here living this life, man. But prayer is real for those who do it.
Yes, sir, man.
That's the crazy part, because most people don't even understand. Like, it doesn't take much. The devil can attack you in an instant. All he needs is a little sliver of hope, because he knows that he has already lost the battle. He knows that he can only try so hard to claw up. So he will take any little bit of an argument or of a situation to try and catch you off balance and take what you have and tear it to shreds. All the blessings that God has placed in our life. So, once I see that he even tries it, I just get back to my roots. I get back to exactly where I need.
Man, that's good, man. That's good, man. It's refreshing to see a young man kind of voice what he believes in, how he feels, man, because you don't find too many people who's willing to go out and stand on that and voice that. And by you being 18?
Yes, sir.
18 and having an understanding right now, man, I can appreciate that, because I know me at your age, the stuff you're saying now, I'm like, no, I probably wouldn't even be saying it, man. But it just goes to show the level of growth and maturity you have as a young man, and for you to stand on your faith and believe in your faith, man, and you're willing to preach your faith, says a lot about you and how you was raised, man. So kudos to you on that, man. And I also like how you're able to kind of admit your faults. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're still saying, I'm a young man, I'm still going to make mistakes,
but
I'm still learning how to be a man. So with that, man, let me ask you this, man, before we let you go, man. What would you tell an athlete who's in your position right now, all right, who's about to go to college, who's looking to make a mark for themselves on the next level and possibly into the pros?
Man, I tell them exactly what I did, because like, it wasn't even just, I've been in this position before, even just coming into high school, like me not playing, me not knowing the game. And that's what this is. This is shifting from being a semi-professional hooper in the sense that I've played EYBL, which is almost professional basketball. It's the top players in the nation. So they are pros.
Yeah.
So coming from playing now high school semi-professional ball to going to play professional college basketball, it's bro, be disciplined.
Yes.
The main thing you have to focus on is being yourself as an athlete. They recruited you because they saw something that they needed. Now, you want to stick to that basis, whether that be defense, whether that be shooting ability, whether that be ball handling, whether that be being a floor general, whether that be blocking shots. They recruited you because they saw something in you. And if they recruited you because they think you can do all five of the above, kudos to you. You are an amazing player. Remember that. But stick to the basics. Don't try to get too flashy. All that will come with time. Trust me, God has a plan. Your steps are already ordered. So, just walk by faith. Take each step, each day, once at a time. Make sure you're praying, keeping your word, because the more you're in your word, they say God made people walk through tsunamis and didn't get wet at all. So, you want to shoot those hezzy pools at college 3-point line? Shoot, go ahead and walk by faith. I promise you, you're going to hit them from half court.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
God will do all things you need him to do. Just be disciplined.
Be disciplined. I like that, man. I like that, man. Debate. Any last words?
Man, listen, hey, I think, we ended like we started.
Yeah.
We brought the tone setter, here.
Yeah, we did.
I appreciate you, coming and giving us the opportunity, to showcase your talents, because, once we started that, that first interview, it took off like wildfire.
Yeah, it did.
And we want to keep this thing moving. I really got a funny feeling that Ash ain't done.
Nah, they're not done.
I think they're gonna have a surprise for a lot of folks
hold on.
next year. I'm just saying.
I
I don't have no spoiler.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Come on now.
Watch out for number 3 and number 10.
Okay.
Yes, sir, that's
Watch out for number 3 and number 10.
Yeah.
Them two guards, them two.
That's
upcoming
Bolden
senior,
and
Bolden is gonna be something completely
Yeah.
different. I ain't tell y'all to watch out for him because we already know what he's.
yeah.
Right.
We already know he got some dog in him. But my underdogs, Trey and Corey.
Yeah.
Oh my God! When I tell you, I've never seen a kid work as hard as
they
Corey.
do.
As hard as Corey, and the fact that Trey plays with a chip on his shoulder every game and everything, almost like how I played.
Yeah.
You know, with everything riding on his shoulders because he's that point guard, that floor general, that playmaker, and for in a way, kind of that way maker for the team.
Yeah.
Without Trey being in the position that he was put in this year, we wouldn't have made it that far.
Man, you're right.
Most people say it's Jarvell. Most people say I think it's Trey. Trey Doherty is the reason.
Oh yeah,
why
Doherty.
we
Yeah.
were in the position we were in.
Doherty will be back next year. Yes, he
Amen.
will, man. So we definitely gonna have Doherty back on back sitting here courtside with us.
You need
man.
to get Corey too.
Yeah, so we gonna get him, man. Matter of fact, we probably get him on before season started, man.
Right.
But man, glad you came on, man. Great interview like always, man. Again, refreshing to see a young man like you to be able to articulate your thoughts and ideas and say it in a way to where you can reach everybody, man. The way I enjoy myself, man. You know, it's always a pleasure sitting down doing these interviews with you, my brother, man.
Yeah.
Man, looking forward to the next one. All right, guys, you've been listening to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. Jones. You guys know my co-host, the Bay to LA. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. See you guys on the next one.